Now let's find out what's in our community. Lovelane has been providing special needs horseback riding since 1988. Not only are their programs therapeutic, they also focus on each student's abilities. Joining us with more is Executive Director Debbie Sabin. Debbie, so glad that you could join us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So first, tell us how you started Lovelane and what your mission is.
Well, Lovelane's mission, as you said, is to work with special needs kids and try and focus on their abilities, try and focus on their occupational, physical, speech, cognitive gains that we can provide for them in this therapeutic riding setting, and maximize everything that they can do outside of this setting. I started Lovelane over 20 years ago when I had this great opportunity to coach the Special Olympics equestrian team. And when I did it, I saw this powerful tool to work with special needs people in a fun setting. So I combined my occupational therapy degree and my passion for horses. And when I started it, there were about 5 kids I worked with. Now, 20 years later, there's about 115 kids that come weekly. We have a staff of over 20 amazing people. We have a group of over 80 dedicated volunteers that come each week, and this amazing facility dedicated just for these special needs riders.
So tell us what makes your program so therapeutic for the students and how the horses help.
Well, the horse is an awesome therapy tool, and I guess first and foremost, it's very holistic. You can address all the development areas, but mostly it's so fun and it's so empowering, and it really takes the child and focuses on what they can do, not what they can't do, which is wonderful for this population who are typically in therapy for a long time. More specifically, we work with all different kinds of kids with special needs. We have kids from 2 to young adult. We have kids that are blind, deaf. We have kids with genetic disorders, cerebral palsy, autistic spectrum, really a wide range. One real great reason that the horse is such a great tool is that the horse's gait is almost identical to the human gait. So when, say, a cerebral palsy child is riding, they get the feeling of what walking feels like through the horse. So as an instructor, then you can work on their balance or tone or postural adjustments and do it in a setting that the horse is doing half the work for you. And that's so empowering. So it can be just a great way to address all their different areas.
So how would you say that your program Lovelane has actually changed lives? Because you must have witnessed some pretty amazing transformations.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, over the years, you get to see big and little miracles all the time. And I've seen kids say their first words on horseback. I've seen kids that after riding for a while have gotten more independent with their trunk and been able to walk. So you get to see that, and that's amazing. And there's a big range of that, of abilities that they gain and empowerment that they get. But also, it goes beyond the kids that ride. It ends up touching everybody that's associated. The volunteers, we've had teenagers come, volunteer with us, and then go to grad school to be a therapist because of their relationships that they form. We've had parents and siblings of riders who really change the way they look at their child and feel so relieved that their kid gets to walk into a setting that they're adored and known so well, and that is focusing on what they can do, not what they can't do. And us staff, I mean, I never leave 20 years later. I never leave after working in the ring without feeling in awe and inspired, and it changes you as a person. So it can be really powerful setting.
And you have a fun annual event that's coming up, the Hoedown 4.
Yeah.
So tell us about that, because that's October 2nd.
Yes, October 2nd, we have this fantastic party that's a fundraiser. Therapeutic riding is very expensive, and we fundraise over half our budget. So in order to get all these kids going and keep the program running, this event is paramount to our fundraising success. The Hoedown is a blast. It's like no other fundraiser in town. It's a casual jeans and cowboy boots kind of party. We have amazing music. California rock band Little Feat is featuring. And we also have local boys French Lick with a good friend of ours, Wick Grosbeck, who's been associated with us, and owner of the Boston Celtics, of course. He plays the drums. We have 15 of the best chefs in town serving up fantastic food, and Actually, we have WBZ's David Wade that's going to MC again this year.
And he's always a good time, so I can guarantee you he's going to make it fun.
He's fantastic, and it's a really great event, and it really, if you come, it helps, and get involved with Lovelane. It really helps a kid's life. It changes them, and it helps contribute to that. So it's more information about it is on lovelane.org, and you can buy tickets, bring your friends, sponsor a horse. It's a really fun event, and it's good for our program.
Debbie, thank you so much for coming in, because it is such an interesting topic and such an interesting thing for families to know if they do have a special needs child, to get them out there and to get them doing something fun.
Yeah, it's fun and it's therapy, and that's what's so great about it. It's been a nice ride.
And just a reminder, the Hoedown 4 is coming up Saturday, October 2nd. To learn more or buy tickets, go to lovelane.org.